So unfortunately for you guys, you now have the job of getting shot at. So not the funnest job in the world, but I guess they should probably spread out a little bit more. But I'm sure they're just sitting here talking to the mates, like, "Hey, what's up? Can you see any rocks?" Hey guys, what's up? My name is HamdogCDXX and welcome back to episode 6 of my Danelaw campaign for the Age of Vikings mod for Total War Attila. Guys, I know it's been a while since I've uploaded on this campaign or most of the videos as well. I've just got back into YouTube, I've had a lot of family down, so I've not actually made too many videos. Anyway, let's get back into this campaign. So let's take a look at where we are. In the last episode, we did start a war with both Wessex and Wales as well. So I believe we did take out one of their armies that were encamped. However, we did lose our force there as well. I think I ended up disowning the force just so that we could fix our money problems. But anyway, or maybe we brought it back over here. As I say, it was a long time ago, but let's get back into it, guys. So, what I'm gonna start off doing, guys, as you can see, we don't have much money, so we can't really do much with any of our forces. We don't really have a force worthy of attacking at the moment. We do want to take out the Kingdom of Ireland as soon as possible, though. Uh, and also, it looks like Scotland is also at war. So it seems at this point we are at war with the entire United Kingdom, apart from some of the Irish factions. So, well, the entirety of Britain anyway, we are at war with. So it is going to be a little bit hard, but true to history, everyone did hate the Danes. So let's go ahead and end the turn, and we'll get a bit more money up, and then we should be able to start building up an army, and we'll take it from there, guys. So yeah, I hope you have seen the video I did alongside Celtic Warband the other day. We got back into our 1078 Medieval Wars campaign. So yeah, make sure to go and check out. I'll leave the playlist in the link in the description, and it'll also be at the end of the video as well. Make sure to check that playlist out, guys, because it really is a fun campaign that we've been doing, and the cinematics in the 1078 are pretty cool, seeing as the different time period. All of the medieval units look absolutely great. But anyway, guys, so it looks like we have a rebellion in Wales and a harass army. Guys, talking about 1078 medieval wars and also 1212 AD, they both still have the same unit models. I've recently seen that there is a mod coming out for Rome 2 Total War along the same lines as that, so I may get into that at some point. It really does look pretty awesome, so I may contact Celtic Warband about that, and we could do some sort of cool battle scenario or something. Okay, so I don't really know what to do with my forces. We do have a rebellion in Wales somewhere. Oh yeah, it looks like this one. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I think we will go over to Mathrafal with this army and probably continue to add more units to it. We could probably take them out at the moment. We don't have any cavalry. Let's see. No, we can't actually get any mercenary cavalry either, so I think what I'll do is I'll start. I don't actually want to recruit any units there. I probably should have left them over here. I guess there's probably a tier 2 barracks or something. No, but I do want to get an army built up, so let's see where we can actually build them. So this does have a warrior's hall, which is exactly what we do want in terms of unlocking recruitment. As you can see, axe headmen, sword headmen, and armored archers as well. So we do want to possibly raise an army in this province. We do have one going up already. So let's start adding new units to this army. So we already have catapults and some spearmen, so I think we'll go. Don't have too much money at the moment, but I think we'll go with 3 units of armored archers, and we'll start getting a couple of units of these skull splitters as well. They are pretty OP if you get a good charge off. And that's again all we can really do this turn. I can't really add any to any building, so we're just going to skip through the turn again. Can I actually rebuild any of these things? No, I'm gonna have to wait to get a bit more money to be able to repair Mathrafal. And I still need to assign a provincial governor. I guess they must have been killed in a battle last episode. So let's go ahead and put who needs some loyalty points. No one really. We could put some of these candidates in, start getting those up into the family tree areas in case we want to adopt anyone. So let's put in Torstein. And what's going on with our family tree as well? I haven't really looked at it in a while. So our heir is, uh, believe that's Guthred. So yeah, but he is not actually. Oh no, that's an heir of another faction. Sorry. So this is our heir, Ivar, and he does actually have a wife at the moment, so that's good. And so does Oba. He also has a wife. So we are just waiting on children to be born at this point. So let's go ahead and put in the province that we need to do over here. So what can we go for? I think for the moment we will go with, is there a I think I'll go with resettlement just to try and get the buildings repaired a little bit faster. I don't know if that works that way, but hopefully it does. So yeah, let's end the turn again. Get some more money up, get some more units into our armies, and then hopefully we can sally out either against Ireland, Wales, or Wessex again. I'm definitely looking to get into battle in this part. I haven't played the battle in Age of Vikings in a while, so it will be interesting to get back into the battle and just to see the units again. I do love the uh, units, the Danish units with all of the great axes and stuff like that. They look pretty awesome. There's a little bit of movement over by Babenberg. Hopefully we don't get attacked over there. Or maybe I want them to. Maybe I want to destroy an army that comes to siege us out. I'm not scared of them. Yeah, it looks like they are actually sieging us out over here with the Welsh force. I'm not actually sure if they're in reinforcement range. No, I don't think they are. How is our garrison? Now we do have a fair bit of a garrison, but I don't know if we could beat them outright. The main problem being cavalry. We don't have any cavalry now, so I don't really think it would be a wise decision to take them out. If we had cavalry, we could take out the javelin men, no problem. But we don't, so we're going to have to leave that where it is. And hopefully, if they attack the settlement, we should be able to take them on. Even though our units will be heavily depleted, with the city walls, it should be easy enough to take them out. So, what do we have going on? So, I do want to keep building up this army. Looks like we're about to be besieged next turn by Iarlek as well, so I do definitely want to get some more units into this army as quickly as possible. So again, I think I want some more melee units, so if I can get a couple of units of these sword herdmen as well, I think I'll just go with, yeah, I think I'll leave the skull splitters for now, get 3 units of sword herdmen. They are pretty good in combat, so that should definitely be enough to hold the settlement, along with, I assume we've got a pretty substantial garrison. Yeah, it's an okay garrison, so I'm sure we could hold off that army. Yes, again, I'm gonna be skipping a few turns at the very start of this episode, just because we did have to get rid of our army a while back. So sorry if you're not too into watching me just, go through the campaign doing little bits and bobs. But again, remember guys, I do have timestamps in the description for any battles that we will have in this part. So if you do just want to skip to the battle, just go ahead and check the timestamps in the description and you can just head straight to the battle. So yeah guys, let's go ahead and the turn again. Hopefully we should be able to start moving out an army soon. I want to definitely scare off that army at Iarlek, but I also need to be wary of Mathrafal falling. I believe that is, no, it's not my capital. Lichfield is the capital, I do believe, but yeah, guys, if Mathrafal does fall, they will have pretty good foothold. And it looks like they've already got one, so Middlesbrough, I'm not even going to bother fighting this one. Pretty, it's not really going to worth. I mean, we could take out all of the cavalry, I'm sure they would just charge straight into me. Again, Javelin men would just wreck all of my units anyway, and so would the sword units. They'd cut through my archers and stuff like that, so it's not really worth fighting that. So let's just auto resolve it with a, let's go with a balance stance. And yeah, there we go, sword straight through the neck. I do love that animation, it's pretty gory and graphic. But yeah guys, that is Middleborough. Not actually lost, they are just going to raid it and pull back. So guys, what can we do? We're still struggling over here. I think their plan is to just siege us out completely, which may actually be working. So we may actually need to send a reinforcement force over. And now this force out in the open, maybe I should have tried to take out the cavalry just so I could attack with this force. That may have been a good idea. I think I am going to go ahead and get any mercenary cavalry that I can get as well. Hopefully that wasn't too much. No, only 225. And I do want to keep adding to my numbers here. So let's get another one of those. Another unit of sword herdmen. And what else can we get as well? Again, I think I'll go with some of these skull splinters. So let's leave it at that for this turn as well. We are starting to run low on money, so we are going to have to do something soon. Who is this? This is Sigvard. Nobody special, I don't believe. Or unless he is one of the sons. Is possible. Let me just double check. Sigvard. No, we got Sigurd, but not Sigvard. So if he falls, it will not be a terrible loss for the faction, if any, and it'll make our family stronger. But maybe that's not the right way to be looking at it. Hopefully the Welsh rebels, I doubt they would attack Wales, but you know, rebels have a mind of their own, so it is possible. But yeah guys, I think again we'll just end the turn. What I may actually do if this goes on much longer is I may just cut a part out just until we get a little bit further on in the campaign once the army is built up. But if I may not have to do that. It looks like we're actually getting some reinforcements now from the Danes. They are sending an army over to deal with the Kingdom of Islay. And yes, we are actually being attacked in Mathrafal. Now, I do really want to fight this. I know we have very limited troops, but I believe we could take this army out. And if we do as well, we will be killing the Welsh king. We may not even need to win the battle to kill the French king. Maybe we can just snipe him out with the couple of units of levy archers that we have. And also, we do actually have a walled settlement. However, there is going to be a few breaches, so we may have to pull back to the town centre to defend. So let's go ahead and fight the battle. Just before we do that, let's just take a look at what map we'll be playing in. Hopefully it's a pretty heavily defensible map. Yeah, this map is actually pretty heavily defensible because there is only 2 choke points to actually get to the final stand. So we should be able to hold them off, hopefully. They do have a lot of javelins which may cause a problem, but hopefully we can entice them to have a lot of friendly fire as well. So let's get into the battle, and hopefully guys we can maybe get a second battle later on as well. I'm going to try and make this episode a little bit longer than usual just because I haven't been around for so long guys. I'm going to try and get a second episode out today guys, not of the campaign. I'm going to go try and aim to get a battle replay out today. Or maybe early hours tomorrow morning, as I'll probably up then as well. So yeah guys, keep an eye out for that. If I do put that up, I'll leave it in the link in the description for this video as well, just so you can go ahead and check them both out. I really do love some of the battle replays, and again it'll probably be on the before mentioned 1212 AD, and we don't need him to tell us what to do. The city lies close to ruin, that's not good. So we do have, let's check out the walls, how much of it is being defended, destroyed. So I don't actually believe they have any catapults. So looking at it, I can't actually see any breaches in the walls, so I think we're actually good. We have lost the towers, which is a little bit of a shame, but you know, if we can hold them at this choke point for a fair amount of time, it may actually be worth doing, especially now that they've got their units on the towers. These javelin men will not get to use their ammo if we can intercept them at the walls. So I think that's going to be the best plan of action. Are they attacking from 2 sides? No, just from the one. So I think we will make our stand at the walls, seeing as they are only attacking from the one side. So what we'll do is we'll leave this unit of axe herdmen to defend the gatehouse just in case it is attacked. These spearmen can go ahead and do their best to defend this flank, get them into a shield wall. We will also leave a unit of axemen there to support. If I can spread them out properly, let's leave them back here then. And who have we got left? Let's leave another unit back here just in case it's needed. And these guys, let's actually put them in a group. And let's get these guys into a group. These guys and these guys as well. So what we'll do is we'll leave these units a little bit. In fact, I will put them just over here just to increase the morale of the troops. And they may actually be needed. So guys, in terms of a barricade, now I don't want to put it here in case I need to withdraw my men. I think I'll just put it there just to stop them flanking around all the way, just to entice them all to go one choke point. And the archers, let's get them hovering over the gatehouse, like so, on heavy shot as well. And I'll actually turn that fire at will off just so we can utilize them, utilize their ammo as best as possible. But let's go ahead and start this battle then, guys.
It is useful to put units into loose formation.
So guys, our thin line of troops, hopefully holding to the last man. I assume some of them will rout. But then it comes to these elite axe herdmen. I do love the axes that they fight with, the Danelaw faction. Reminds me very much of the Vikings TV show. I really do think that the unit models in Total War Attila do look really cool, even if it's a mod or not. And then we've got all of these swordmen, armoured swordmen of the Welsh, just moving up their towers, ladders, but hopefully that should mean we should get some nice shots off on them. I am actually going to put these guys on fire at will. We don't have any towers to target the ladders, which is a shame because that would have set them on fire over time. But I'm just going to leave these guys to fire. Again, I should be able to take out the javelins pretty easily with a unit of swordmen or two. I think what I actually want to do is go ahead and bring this governor over. I'm not sure. No, this is the new governor that we've just appointed, so he has a chance to prove himself in battle. I'm going to move him up to the front lines just to try and get a flanking charge off on some of these javelin men, and they may also be needed because these guys are going to be needed to hold against the units of swords and spears that are moving up. Let's actually target the armoured swordsmen with the heavy shot archers. Hopefully we should be able to take out a lot of their hit points, deplete their armour as well. I think I'll actually switch targets, have one of them fire on both units. Yeah, we are actually going to get a landing over at this wall. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably let them get a bit of a beachhead and then charge onto them once they do. So let's take a look. If we can move these guys back to here and move these guys up to here, we should be able to get some sort of flanking charge off on them. So I believe only one lad is going to land here. So these guys should be able to take out these, even though they are heavily outnumbered. Let's actually redirect these archers all to fire on these guys. I don't necessarily want to fire on the general, but I may have to in this situation. As you can see, we are outnumbered 2-1, but I have won against larger odds in the past. So yeah, it may go to plan, but again, it may not. So we're just going to have to hope for the best. I think I'm also going to have to move off these units of axemen as well. And while we're at it, we'll move the general up a touch as well. This is a new standpoint for me as well. I've never really played this map fighting just for this one wall. I've always held back at the town centre or if it's been online. So it is going to be interesting to see how this goes. I'm really not too sure. I think at this point we should just get them to fire at anybody. Let's get you guys into a shield wall formation as well, just in case they start throwing any javelins. Hold you guys back as well. It looks like everyone's going to be charged. I'm going to leave them in a shield wall and allow them to charge in. One single guy charging into the line, but I'm going to, again, move my force forward. Actually going to send these guys up. Hopefully I can get up and around them. I am going to commit these swordsmen in to those javelins. Hopefully we can take them out as quickly as possible. Also, as well over here, guys, got the swordsmen charging onto the spears. So let's see if we can get our men up onto the walls, and we may be able to get a good flanking charge off. Let's get these guys moving around as well. So we are doing a pretty good job of taking out these javelin men. All we do really need to do to them is to rout them. I don't know why that's not working. Oh, I guess I need to do it on someone that has an ability. I'm actually going to have to send in the general at this point, seeing as the swordmen have managed to get around us. But I do have the axes coming in the rear now, which should cause a bit of a problem for the enemy. Let's see if we can start taking out these guys as well. This governor is now being wrecked as well from the javelins, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe I should have deployed them a little bit differently. Again, I don't know if I'm really going to be able to do much to the enemy force in this battle, but it is a pretty dire situation at the moment. Let's get the general to use his war cry, see if we can scare off this unit. Let's also get these axes to commit into the fray. Sorry if I'm not zooming in much, guys, in this battle. I'm trying to win it, as you can tell. We don't have too much of a chance of doing it. Now we've charged into these spearmen, though, we do have a chance of breaking them. Hopefully we can deplete their morale enough. We can go ahead and support the rest of our men. Let's actually change targets onto those other javelin men, and also let's go ahead and put that fear ability up as well. That should wreck the enemy's morale a little bit. We've actually broken those units there, so we do actually still have a reasonable force over on this side. I'm actually going to commit these archers into combat. If I can get them to go over there, let's get them to go up on the walls, and then we should be able to turn around and deal with them. So let's reposition these men really quickly, just to get them able to absorb this charge that is coming in. Looks like we are going to have the general coming up, so I am going to turn and fire on him. Very heavy melee cav. We should be able to deal with them though. We're going to hold this charge. I'm actually going to counter charge with the axemen as well. I'm also going to get all of these archers to start firing on the general, but they are starting to rout for some reason, which is a little bit annoying. I could actually charge out against the general and try to kill him. I think that may be a good idea, but no, it looks like my force is breaking anyway. So this unit of axes is going to be surrounded. Maybe, just maybe, we can kill the general, and then it'll have been all been worth it. So let's go ahead, just fast forward it and see if we can take him out. I'm probably being ripped apart. Yeah, I'm starting to be flanked now as well, it looks like. So I don't think this unit of axes are going to hold for much longer. Yeah, they've pulled back the general as well. I'm going to try and recommit into him, but that charge is probably going to finish me off. There we go, yeah, guys. So unfortunately we have lost Mathrafal. Hopefully they don't take the settlement and they just pull back, but I imagine they would, as Mathrafal was originally a Welsh settlement, so I assume they will occupy the settlement. Yeah, they have done, so that is now a Welsh settlement occupied by the rebellion, which is a little bit weird why Wales actually allowed them to do that.
Only the greatest dare speak of peace to their enemies. Only the weak seek the death of all.
Okay, so I actually want peace. I do actually want to take it at this point, seeing as we are in a bit of a pickle with Wales. I think I bit off a little bit more than I can chew at the moment. So let's just see if we can squeeze a little bit of money out. Money is always nice, as I'm sure you guys always know. It doesn't look like they will. So let's just go ahead and accept peace. And now Ilek is not going to be a problem for us. They are probably going to withdraw back to their island of Ireland. Uh, but let's go ahead and get this army into the battle. So can we actually get any more mercenary cav? No. Let's get these guys going into a new province then. Hopefully we should be able to raise or hire some new cav once we switch provinces. So Bamba and Jorvik. So we need to sort of cross this boundary up here to be able to hire new cav. So which way shall I send them? There's a little road coming up here, so I guess I'll send them up the road. And and I'll hire some more units as they stop for a breather. So let's
Destination
go ahead and hire a couple more units. So let's get another unit of skull splinters,
It's a good life.
and let's also go for. I think we've got enough archers. Let's take a look again. May get some axe headman units. Yeah. So let's go for
Death
two
in
of those
battle.
guys
There
as
is
well.
no finer ending.
And yeah, I think that's good. I think, or maybe get one more
We
unit of
need
archers. In
good
fact, we'll
fighters.
save that slot for another mercenary unit of cav. So yeah, that should be good for this turn. Again, well, I say good. It's never good when you end up losing a settlement, but let's disrupt this settlement, start a fire just to get our spy ranked up, to get them to do that faster. So that's actually a success there. We managed to start a fire in the Gamwi, so that should wreck their public order a fair amount. Let's see what we can do here though. Uh, Garrison encampment. I'm looking for something. Maybe this would be good. It would be able to get tier 3 buildings. I think I'll go for this one so we can get tier 2 towns, because our garrison are towns, as you saw when what settlement was it? Sorry, one of our settlements before Middleborough got attacked. It had like 3 units defending it, so yeah, that's not good enough at the moment. Do need to desperately sort that out. Let's end the turn again. Give Torstein. He's a governor, so we'll give him get the tax rate improved. Let's end the turn, and at the end of this turn, we should have a good
I
enough.
call now for you to
Danes
take
actually want us
part
to
in the
rejoin.
Inhuman Wolves. Give your warriors leave to fight.
I don't actually want to go back into war with those guys. I'm not really strong at the moment, as I'm taking on a fight on multiple fronts. I'd rather hold back a little bit. Plus, the Danes can easily defeat that Kingdom Violek army themselves. Again, here we're being attacked. Again, this is one that I believe, it could be won if it was played right. But again, with all the cavalry, maybe if we could kill the general. But oh no, I'm talking rubbish. They've got a whole other army. So yeah, we're gonna have to allow them to take Chester as well, which is really annoying. We're getting pushed back so hard from Wales. So maybe we should ask for peace. But I think it's a bit late for that now. I don't think they'd actually accept it. So we're going to defend with a protective stance. We are going to be cut down and stabbed in the back as well by Wales. Rightfully so, though. We did take their land. So you can't expect them to be too happy about that. But now they've
Far
taken ours,
stronger
so
than
we will
that
take
never
it back.
little honor for anyone. My elders suggest peace. What say you?
Scotland One Piece, again, I'm going to take it. I'm not really in a position to fight them all. I thought I was the last episode, but we got caught off guard. Now our main force was completely destroyed, uh, so it wasn't worth keeping it with the amount of men that were left. So let's see, we are actually going to start taking winter attrition. Oh no, I think Danelaw is actually immune to winter attrition, which is actually great at the moment. So before we cross the border, let's see if we can actually get any more mercenary cav. No, we can't. So let's cross the border and see if we can get any more on this side. No, we can't, so that's a little bit annoying. I think first order of business is to take Chester before the garrison recuperates too much. So we are just going to go head straight for it, and we should be able to take out the king in doing so as well. And at that point, I believe we'll be in a very strong position, seeing as Mathrafal. We will be able to take it back again in a couple of turns once we've got our other army. Once we've got another army going, which I believe we'll be able to do once we take Chester. So let's go ahead and end the turn again, and I believe next turn, guys, we should be able to get into a second battle. Another siege. Again, the other battle didn't last very long, but there was not much we could do, especially because our troops were all pretty low tier. They all just routed pretty instantly as well, so it was a little bit of a shame there. And a little bit of movement again by the Welsh forces and some of the Scottish, what they called again, agents. So let's take a look what's going on. So Alec are actually at war with another faction, so that's good for us. It means that attention is going to be off us for a while. The king has actually moved out and he's moving over to Jorvik. Again, not a great garrison. and I don't just want to let them take it. So I think what I'm going to need to do is raise an army there as well. I believe they probably could get to me in what. Oh no, because they're in the forest, they can't. So I think that's going to give us a little bit of time to go ahead and recruit a couple of good units in case they do siege us out. Get cheap units of spears as well, just to fill up an extra slot. And let's go ahead and take Chester then, while we're over here. Shouldn't be much resistance, no, none whatsoever. If we night attack, it's not going to make a difference, so let's just go ahead and aggressively take out the garrison of Chester and reclaim the settlement. There we go, so we now re-own that. Let's occupy. There is going to be a little bit of provincial instability due to the conquest. Yeah, -20 just for one turn though. However, there's going to be a rebellion at the end of the next turn, which again is never good. However, let's keep the pressure up against the Gambia. We can't actually do anything there. Maybe if I go ahead and take this off, I should be able to disrupt the settlement again. Hopefully that's success again. Yeah, it is. So I believe that is gonna, uh, cause a little bit of problems for them if we do attack. Yeah, you can see all of their buildings are damaged, so they are definitely gonna be a little bit demoralized when we do attack them next turn. And let's see what's going on over here. We can actually add something to them. So Flint and King plus 15 damage caused by Starfire action. Let's actually do that. And let's find another thing that we can do. Foreign settlements. I think we'll start going for this one as well. So let's get the eyes and ears straight up so we can start getting the rest of the tree filled out. But yeah guys, what was I just about to do before we ended it? Oh yeah, I wanted to go over this army again just to fill up the slots. I guess I'll just get a couple of units of spearmen in there with a sword herdman, and then the garrison is, pretty weak, but it will be enough to fend off this force if necessary. Maybe I should actually go for another unit of archers as well. Maybe a good idea. No, I think I'll just stick with one for now. I think that will be enough to fend them off. So let's go and end the turn. We may have a battle in this turn if they do decide to attack us. If not, we will attack the Gamwi after this, and we should be able to take that settlement for ourselves as well. Yeah, it looks like there is going to be a battle. So, oh no, it looks like they're actually just going to siege us out, which is a shame. I would have really liked them to sally out there. So that's a shame. But over here, we can't actually get any mercenaries either, which is a bit of a shame. We can't pull out of the settlements either. If we did attack them, oh, we didn't actually manage to get these units in as well, so that's going to cause a bit of a problem for us. We could redeploy this army to go and deal with this rebel army, but I don't really think it's worth it. But I don't actually want... I don't really know what to do at the moment. If we can... I think I want to split this army in half. I think that's what the best idea would be to do at this moment. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and get, let's see, someone who's not part of our family. So let's raise this dude. It is going to cost a little bit to do it, but not much of a problem. So let's do that. And we'll actually tell him to start merging with this unit so we can add, I say split the force in half. And that way we can leave some units behind to deal with the rebellion once they do attack. I think I'll give them these as well. No, I'll give them these, so I'll leave this half behind. So these guys can stay, you guys can go. We are going to scare them away a bit more. So that should be good for now. If we are attacked by Wales, I do believe we'll be able to hold them off. They do have more cavalry than us, but again, we've got more archers and spearmen than them. Can we actually attack this rebel army? Yes, we can. We can actually destroy them. So let's just go. Yeah, let's go ahead and Yeah, let's go for a protective stance. Seems we do have archers and the catapults as well. We should be able to save most of our men doing that. Only lost 189 men. That's not too bad. Took out 420 as well. So let's kill the captives there.
Warriors all!
And we'll continue to move on to Tamworth. That's been perfect for us because we can get out of range of the enemy forces as well. Does look like Wessex is planning to come and attack us, so I think what I want to do at the moment is offer peace to Wessex. No. What if I offer peace and a little bit of money? Where's payment? At the top, of course. How much can I give them? No, they're not interested. They just want to destroy us. If I try to offer it to Howies, maybe they would take peace for the moment.
Ye have the ear of my people. Do not waste words. We are worthy of better.
No, so they're not bothered either. So it looks like no one wants peace with us. So we're gonna have to just fight them all off. It looks like. Uh, Maybe we will struggle to do that, but hopefully we can keep going. Maybe this campaign is gonna have a bad ending where we just get completely wiped out and we don't even get to finish it. I've not actually had a campaign where that's happened to me, but you know, there's always a first time for everything. Let's just upgrade a few of those first things on the upgrade tree there as well. And let's see what's going on over here. So I do want these guys to definitely stay inside the settlement. And I'm not going to take the Gammy at the moment. I think I'll just go and start disrupting
I'll just
Mathrafal now to hold them back. There we go. He should be able to keep ranking up soon enough. Scotland is being fine with us.
ready for battle.
I could actually sally out against these. We are taking attrition. But if we do sally out again, we will just simply lose the battle. Probably lose if they attacked us, but you know, we'd stand a much better chance at least. And we are going to send this army over. I think I'm actually going to... do I move them out right now? I think I do. I think I move them out. They can be there.
When your feet bleed, you can moan.
They can be there very soon, so let's move them over to this border as well. They should be able to get there in one turn and wipe out that army from the Kingdom of Wales. So let's end the turn again. We should get a battle next turn as well. Well, we should get a battle next part as well. We should get a battle in every single part. I always love fighting battles in this game. The campaign can be a little bit tedious at some points, as I've been over many times. But yeah, guys, let's keep waiting it out. Sometimes you do need to go through these slow parts in the campaign just to build up your army, and also we are trying to stay out of conflicts uh, all over the place at the moment, seeing as we don't just want to get wrecked. A lot of our province settlements have taken heavy damage this turn as well. Looks like they're actually going to pull back from Jorvik due to my army being in range, and they're going to go over towards Torksey. So I'm going to go over there as well, and I may be able to cut them off at some point. I don't know if they would fight me in the field. We're pretty evenly matched, so if I move up to them, hopefully they'll fight me in the field, seeing as once I'm out of range of my garrison, they may fight in the field. I can also start... maybe I should catch them in this turn, actually. So if I get you there, can I actually initiate the battle with this unit?
Attack!
Yes, I can.
Your next command. Ready for orders.
But again, I'm not going to be able to reach them
This is impossible.
again. So yeah, I'm going to pull this unit back
Do it, man.
into the settlements and get a couple of
Fight with
units
us. It's a good
into
life.
the army with it. Let's go with one unit of spears, one unit of archers,
Lads,
and one unit of axe freemen.
good
That should be enough to hold the garrison if they do attack again.
thirsty.
And I'll just leave this unit out in the open for now. I don't think they will attack us. If they do attack Torksey, I imagine they'll just siege it out again and not actually take the settlements, even though they could possibly do it straight away. A lot of movement around Tamworth, but it is a walled settlement, so we would have a much better chance of defending there. The Danes are fighting East Francia, which is not what I want to be doing at the moment, but you know, I don't want to break the alliance that we've got going on, so I am going to enter the war on the side of our ally. I don't think I'll actually have to get involved much, but it does help a lot being able to have the Danes around Britain helping us out against the other forces. We have just been besieged over at Chester though. However, that is exactly why I left half the force there. We could probably actually take these guys on, to be honest. I don't have any cavalry, which is a shame. And I can actually start upgrading some units as well. Let's go for raiding income. I haven't actually done much raiding in this series so far, but I haven't really had much of a chance. These guys are going to form up a defensive position over the winter, but I believe we should be able to catch them next turn as well. And I think I actually want to sally out against this Kingdom of Powys army, the Wild Beasts, with my army, the Undying Enhedja or something like that. So let's actually commit there. We do have a small garrison reinforcing us. We don't have any cavalry to take out the onagers. But you know, we can just get them to waste their ammo on a unit of archers or something, or on the garrison units. And yeah, again, their cavalry will probably just charge in, and then I can use my spears to take them out. And then it should be pretty simple again. We do have much better infantry in the sword headman and the axe headman compared to the swordsman and axeman. So yeah, guys, let's just check out the battle map just so we know what's going on before we jump into it. Okay, so it's a pretty even field, so that's not going to be a problem. So let's get into the second part in this battle, guys. Make sure to drop a like, guys, for 2 battles in one part. I always love getting 2 battles in one part for you guys, just so you know you're not clicking on a video just to watch 10 minutes of one battle. If you were going to do that, I might as well just upload battle replays all the time. So yeah, guys, it's nice to get one of these. It is very foggy. Maybe it'd be fun to actually fight in this. It is snowy as well. This is actually good, actually, because sorry if I'm saying actually too much. This is good because they do have 2 onagers, so we'll fight in the fog. That should obscure their vision a little bit, even though our archers will have obscured vision too. So I do want to hold my force back and wait for the garrison units to come in and get the catapults to waste all of their ammo. So I'm going to form up sort of like so. I may redeploy my men if the enemy cavalry starts to come towards us. Our reinforcements are coming in from over here, so that's pretty good. And let's remember to bring the general a little bit further back as well. So let's go ahead and start the battle. I don't believe we're in range of the catapults as yet. No, we're not. Shut up. This guy always comes up. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and take a look. The enemy are actually sending their cavalry over. So let's get our men over towards the main body of the force. I'm actually gonna sort of move these guys over to meet them just a touch. Give them a little bit of friendly, you know, encouragement to get over there a little bit faster, just seeing their men get closer to them. And now I'm going to start marching them up slowly, and I'll get these guys to run as well. The archers, I don't want them to do anything stupid and get hit by the catapults, but I'm going to get everyone else to go into loose formation and absorb all of the ammo. They should be able to sort of, you know, equal the playing field by eliminating the enemy's ammo from the catapults. They are pushing them up, guys. Looks pretty awesome. Believe this is the general over here, or is it the other unit? No, it's this one back here. So we got the general over here, overlooking his man. He's going to move up a little bit closer to start telling the catapults to start firing onto my men. Let's actually tell everyone, apart from you guys, to halt right there. We are almost in range of them, so I do want to be careful about that. I'm going to actually pull back my men a little bit, get all of these guys just to halt about there. And I'll get these archers also to pull back in a little bit to about here as well. So unfortunately for you guys, you now have the job of getting shot at. So not the funnest job in the world, but you know, I guess they should probably spread out a little bit more. But I'm sure they're just sitting here talking to the mates, like, "Hey, what's up? Can you see any rocks?" I don't believe they're actually. Oh yeah, they are. They have started firing. I do want to keep moving these men back. Maybe they're smart enough to realise what I'm doing. Don't want any more of my forces to be in range that needs to be. Looks like their javelins actually got off a volley there, or maybe they've got a unit of archers that I can't actually see. Looks like I'm actually going to have to redeploy my men, as I did say before. They do look like they want to charge into me with their cavalry. So if I get everyone else keep moving back. Spearmen keep moving back. You guys keep moving back. You guys keep moving back. So if we get the if we can get the horsemen to charge into our spears, that will be perfect for us for the moment. Let's make sure that we do get them into a defensive formation though, and get these archers off fire at will as well. They are gonna be formed up for the charge, and it's coming in right now. Not doing too much, as you can see. Most of my men staying on the feet. I am going to allow these guys to start firing into them with some flaming arrows to try and break them. Do actually want to send these units of axemen in as well. And I'm going to keep falling back my men as well, just a touch, to make sure that they're not all getting shot at the same time. And yeah, it looks like we are going to manage to break them. Let's just see if we can get a nice volley off to get them off the field of battle. Pull everyone back a bit. Get all the spearmen moving back into a nice position, out of spear walls, so we can spread them out properly. Let's get these guys to keep falling back as much as possible. I'm going to keep these guys moving back as well, but I am going to get my archers firing on the enemy archers as well. Very light bow infantry. We get them to spread out as much as possible. They should be able to do a fair amount of damage. Let's actually get these guys firing flaming shot as well. And as you can see, we are taking not too many of them out, which is a shame. Hopefully they'll start dropping soon. Yeah, there we go. 1 or 2 dropping. More should follow. Do want to be careful of the enemy cavalry though, so I'm going to keep my spears nearby on alert to move forward. Let's get everyone, definitely get everyone into defensive formations. We are being fired upon. I'm actually going to get whistling shot on the go as well. And get everyone to fire at this one unit, see if we can break them. Correction, let's get everyone to fire at this unit of javelin men. See if we can break them guys as well. They are getting into range, so I think I'm going to pull my men back. We don't actually have much space to pull back any further, so we are going to have to make a final stand pretty soon. As you can see, the enemy cavalry is starting to move up as well, so I think it's going to be up to the spearmen to get into a position in time. Let's actually start forming them up again. Run archers, run! Let's get these swordsmen to come and help the spears out as well. So the archers are actually going to absorb the majority of the charge. Going to let my men get into combat as well. Let's get these units of axes to come up to reinforce this flank as well, and get the swordsmen moving up as well. These guys can halt round about here. Let's make sure we can try and break this unit of horsemen as well if possible. And I should probably actually get everyone on fire at will at the moment as well. So let's go ahead and charge in here. Let's bring this unit of swordsmen round the flanks as well. And we've also got units of swords that's pursuing an enemy over there. I'm actually going to form up these units here though. And allow them to fire onto these archers as well. Spearmen are still holding over on this side. I think I'm going to have to move them forward to go and deal with the general. Looks like we're going to take a charge over on this side, so I'm going to send over my axe herdmen to sort of reinforce the flank once my sword herdmen. It looks like they're about to be charged in the back. Yeah, I'm going to have to redeploy those guys and these guys as well. Once the spearmen actually get into combat though, they should be able to do a number on the enemy forces. Let's get most of the archers moving around now as well, and also bring the rest of the infantry that we have left with the general's bodyguard as well. Gonna have to use these axes to break the general. Let's keep pushing forward the rest of our men though. Make sure we break as many as possible. Let's actually get these spearmen into combat as well against the general. And we're going to have to sort of force our general into combat as well, which is a bit of a shame. Let's get everyone who's running up into a loose formation. It looks like we're starting to take some hits. So I'm going to keep firing, hopefully onto all the javelin men. We are about to take out their general, which is going to be great for our morale and terrible for the enemies. So let's just take a look at some of the fighting, just real quick while the enemy are breaking. Can't actually see any battle lines. It is pretty messy, this fight, as you can see. Yeah, but I didn't really catch much there. Let's make sure this unit of spearmen don't come back. Looks like we're going to have to take a charge over here as well. To keep the units moving up, need to close the ground on the enemy forces. You guys fire on those, you guys fire on those. You guys, the Onager crews are actually out of ammo now, so it looks like we are going to be able to take the win in this battle. Going to go ahead and get the general into combat as well. And I am going to try and mop up as many as possible, but it looks like that's going to be it. It looks like they're all going to break. And yeah, that's going to be it for the battle, guys. So, I'm going to try and shoot as many as possible of the enemy forces, just, you know, limit the amount of numbers that they can bring back to the battlefield. Hopefully we can take out this Onager as well. Don't believe we'll be able to catch the other one. But if we get everyone to sort of run onto those Onager forces, see if we can catch these javelin men as well. Maybe we can actually catch these guys. Maybe I was wrong. So let's get the archers all running this way. See if we can get them into combat. I would really like to take out this Onager crew if possible. And you guys, if you can catch up with the Welsh longbowmen before they exit the field of battle, that would be great. You guys are almost catching up there. You guys catching up there. Looks like a few units are going to get away over on that side. I may have to just turn and fire at these guys if it gets a little bit too late. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to have to just start firing on them. Hopefully we can take them out enough so that they can't come back into the next battle. Only 4 of them remaining. I believe that should have done the job. And over on this side, looks like we are about to catch up with them using you know, this ability as well. But no, we're not going to manage to reach them. So let's end the battle there. Take a look at the losses for the enemy forces. Yes, they did actually lose a lot of both Onager crews, which is great. Having a couple of units left over, I don't believe we'll actually defeat the army unless it just gets slain now. No, it is actually going to pull back. I have noticed I'm saying actually a lot all the time actually, so I'll try and limit that, but maybe it's just something, one of those words that sticks in my vocabulary. Okay guys, I'm just going to check out the garrison here as well. I was thinking about engaging these, but they are in reinforcement range of the garrison, so it may not be a good idea at the moment. Hopefully we should be able to replenish our forces here pretty soon though, so I'm actually going to get another unit of archers and another unit of spearmen as well. And over here we can try and push forward again, but it's not actually going to let us in range, which is a bit of a shame. I think we're going to have to wait. Yeah, we are going to have to wait till next turn to do that. So let's go ahead and the turn once more. I feel like that's all I've been doing in this episode, is constantly ending the turn. But you know, what can you do when nothing much is going for you? Let's see if we can add something to this general. Let's give him a shield training buff as well. And let's go ahead and get more shield training. That's always good. Gives our men better protection against archer fire and also in melee combat as well. So yeah, let's end the turn there. And
We do not beg for gold, only ask that we can have trade between us.
okay, that seems pretty good. So they want trade. I'm, obviously happy to take that. They are my allies, so I'm not going to say no to them. And Wessex still moving around a couple of forces, but they are starting to take attrition due to the winter. So I believe they will just fortify up. Looks like Chester's going to be put under siege once again. And let's see if this army actually pulled back over here as well. Where was it? Was it this one? Yeah, they have actually pulled back a little bit over towards the King of Ilek. I can't actually reach them this turn again, which is really annoying. I'm gonna keep the push up though, keep scaring them away as it is. And over here as well, I could probably take on these. I don't know with their reinforcement. I mean, let's check out what the auto resolve looks like. If we were to sally out against them. Again, they have a few units of cav, 1 unit of catapult. Well, 3 units of cav, 2 being a general. Again, it's pretty similar scenario. I do believe I'd be able to take them out. They've got pretty fresh troops, but very tier 1 troops, not going to do much damage. So I think, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and quick save the campaign right there. And yeah, guys, we're gonna leave this battle for the next part. Sorry, guys, I know the battles in this part weren't the best. Didn't really get many cinematic shots off, but did have to sort of concentrate on them to make sure that we did win them, as we are in a very perilous situation at the moment. And I do not want to lose any more settlements or any more armies, so I'm going to be playing it a little bit cautiously for the next couple of episodes, just until we can re-establish our authority over Britain and over Wales and Wessex as well. Once those two are defeated, I think we'll be in a really good position by then, and maybe once we defeat Wales, Wessex will back off, and then hopefully we can go ahead and start to rebuild all of our settlements, get them to have better garrisons, and then we won't have to worry so much about rebellions or enemy forces attacking us. But yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please make sure to go ahead and leave a like on the video. Make sure to comment down below if you have any cool ideas that I can name any of my forces, or again, if you want to have a battle with me on any Total War that I own again, so out of Napoleon, Rome 2, or Total War Attila. If you want to battle on any of those, guys, please do let me know in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, guys, and I will see you in the next episode.